Sugar Pop, message incoming from the Terran Regional Representative.
Tell the representative that I'm retired. The last thing I want to do is deal with a stuffed shirt. And, don't call me Sugar Pop.
Right. Oh, wise and powerful maker of universes. Listen, this call is coded emergency. Maybe you shouldn't just put her off. The trouble with stuffed shirts is that when they blow up, they make a terrible mess.
Put the representative through.
Mr. Corda, I know you are retired, but we need you to deal with a very sensitive, very secret matter.
Why bother me? Surely you have people on your own staff who can deal with this, whatever it is.
You are the ranking human specialist in both terraforming and the creation of pocket universes. You are the only person who may be able to solve a problem that could, without exaggeration, threaten the continued existence of hundreds of thousands of sentient beings.
Please, continue.
Within the last half year, 2 privately owned pocket universes, Herbs and Orans, have been shut down. Time, effectively, has ceased to function within them. We need you to restart the universes and find out who is responsible for these atrocities. Although you will be working for the old Terran government, we prefer not to admit to interfering with private universes. You would be on your own.
That's a pretty tall order. You realize that the key for each pocket universe is a carefully hidden secret known only to the universe's designer.
We do know. That's why we need the best. Are you saying that you cannot do what someone else already has? If it is any comfort, there will be a large fee.
Trying to get my goat, lady? The fee doesn't matter. Not much, at least. I'll admit, I'm interested in this from a professional point of view. Is there anything you can tell me to get me started?
Our research shows that the designer of herbs is named Charlie Bell. We have a contact number. You may wish to call him and see if he can give you a clue to the key of herbs. We can supply you with the coordinates for Herbs and Orans. Beyond that, you're on your own.
I haven't seen Charlie in centuries. Yeah, maybe I'll check with him.
Remember, you will need a supply of bottled time to function in stasis.
I do know my job. I have some on board. Can I, draw on your account for supplies to get started?
Within reason. Does this mean you're on the job?
Write up a contract. And, though I may be doing this because I want to know who's good enough to turn off universes, don't forget the zeros in the paycheck.
Thank you, Mr. Corda. Contract will be forwarded.
She's gone, Sugar Pop.
Don't call me that.
This is Arata, and welcome to Let's Play Chronomaster. As the intro told us, there is some seriously bad stuff going down. Apparently there are people who can create alternate universes, of which we are one, voiced aptly by Ron Perlman, and someone else is going around turning them off, freezing everything inside in a point of temporal stasis. Our little fairy exposition fairy, or mocking fairy, I'm not entirely sure what she is yet, is the ship's onboard AI, called Jester after the ship. And I really don't know all that much about this game beyond that. It's a point-and-click adventure game, provided by Temazed, and you can die in it, but it apparently doesn't put you in one of those stupid, unwinnable situations, though you can get a worse ending, apparently. I'm just going to play through it and see what I can figure out. The sound is going to take a bit of working because of partially my ear infection, and partially because the voices seem to be tied into sound effects, which is what's making the ambient background noise, but they told us to contact Charlie Bell and see if there's anything useful, so let's click on the big button marked Contact Charlie Bell.
Corda? Renee Corda? It's been ages. How have you been?
Pretty well, all things considered. Been living quiet since I retired, but now I'm onto something rather fascinating. I picked up an odd bit of work. It has to do with a couple of pocket universes that have been put into stasis without the owner's authorization. You designed one of them. A place called Herbs.
Yeah, I designed Herbs. Can't tell you who for, though. Professional ethics, right, old buddy?
Did anyone come to talk to you about your work, say, within the last year?
No, no one. And even if anyone did, I wouldn't say a thing. I remember the terms of my contract and the ethics of my profession.
Easy, man. I'm not trying to get you barred from the union. Listen, is there anything at all you can tell me that might help?
Well, since you're dealing with a universe in stasis, you're going to need bottled time. Brush up on its limitations. There are some tricky aspects, especially if the universe was fully functional when it was thrown into stasis.
Thanks. Yeah, I'll do that. One more thing. The other universe that's been turned off is called Orance. You know anything about it?
Actually, I do. The designer was an alien named Nizam Rocktar. Do you know her?
No. Can you tell me anything about it?
Not much. She's good at what she does. A bit vain, I've heard, but then aren't we all?
Thanks, Charlie. I'll let you know how it turns out. Jester, my sweet. See if you can find me a contact number for an alien named Nizam Rocktar.
I'm on it. Hey, do you really think I'm sweet?
I'm going to turn the sound effects back up a bit more. You probably noticed that was a tad quieter. I've been having trouble getting my voice to come out properly on this with the way it picks up sound and everything, so that is a bit too quiet, though, possibly. Moment. Righto. Now let's call Nizam Rocktar. See what she has to say.
Yes, what do you want? I'm a busy artiste. Universe is await my awakening touch.
There's the dialogue thingy here. It's occasionally had other options in what I've seen. I mean, not like in this conversation, but...
Honorable Rocktar, I am Renee Corda. Charlie Bell suggested that I call you.
Renee Corda, I have heard of you. Before you retired, you set some jewels in the heavens. But why does Charlie Bell wish you to trouble me? I have nothing in common with him beyond our mutual profession.
I am researching a difficult situation. 2 universes, Herbs and Orance, have been put into unauthorized stasis. Charlie says you designed Orance. Anything you can tell me may help to reactivate the universe and find the criminal responsible.
Truly, I would not deny one of my children, but Orance is in the care of her new owner. I have nothing to say about my desert child.
Well, we know she's vain, so why don't we try flattering her?
Honorable Rocktar, you were too kind when you spoke of my poor works as jewels. Compared to the beauties of your universes, they are poor rough stones. I would enjoy knowing more about your works for purely aesthetic reasons.
Desert design is difficult. There is an art to the subtle arrangement of sand, rock, and plant life. It is a minimalistic art rather than the flashy, overblown styles of other terrains.
I am certain. Your control at hearing that Orance has been shut down is admirable. You must be horrified.
I am not happy. God's pockets paid me well for the job. Even though some of the design specifications were peculiar, the work is up to my high standards.
God's pockets. This God's Pockets must be an aesthetically sophisticated organization to have chosen both you and a desert world. Do you know how I might get in touch with them?
No, they ordered Orance, paid me well, and then vanished. I believe that Clea Terrific was hired to do 5 other universes.
Those must not have needed your unique touch. It must be difficult to hide a world key for a desert universe. You would lack the expanses of water or dense forests so many use to conceal such a sensitive item.
For some, perhaps, but for me it is a matter of art. I believe in placing the key in a place that, while difficult to penetrate, is in harmony with the greater purpose of the universe design.
So for Orance, you would place it in a pile of sand.
Orance is indebted both to the desert and to the Arabian Nights. I have set the key within... Oh, but that would be giving away too much. You have a resonance tracer and a direction finder, do you not?
So you intend to make me work for my pay, do you?
Locating the key shall be easy enough with those devices and your legendary skills.
Perhaps it will be. Thank you for this opportunity to speak with you about your art. I leave your company enriched. Farewell. Jester.
I've already looked up the contact number for Clea Triffitt, Corticute.
You were eavesdropping?
I live to serve you, O great and mighty creator of universes.
You serve well, Jester. Just don't eavesdrop. Now, connect me to Clea Triffitt.
Can you really eavesdrop if you're the ship's computer? I mean, that... Well, we've done a bit of conversing here, so let's get into the meat of the game. At least I hope it's the meat of the game. Over here we have the transportation sectors. In any case, as it points out here, science and natural laws and herbs can coincide with those of Universe Prime, meaning our universe. Stuff works there the way it would work anywhere. On Orin's, the physics of the universe have been altered to allow for magic in the style of the Arabian Nights, meaning things do not work there like they work here in our world. We're going to go to herbs first, just because I've been there several times before and I want to get what I know I can do there over with. It's next to nothing, but... Come on. Or was it the ship button? Yeah, that's right.
Sugar Pop, remember, the resonance tracer goes on magnetic north, dead on. I packed it with your thing. It'll help you find the world key. Boss, magnetic north is right where that, big scary-looking statue is standing.
Yep. We need to set up some sensitive equipment right on that statue. You'll see that Corda is surrounded by a sort of distortion bubble. That is his bubble of bottled time. Not only does it allow him to operate here, but if you get something within it, it will also activate that. I haven't actually put too much effort into experimenting with this yet, but let's try. This is just a wanting to try things here.
I can't take that. I can't take that.
Yeah.
I can't take.
Can we walk to that bird? Yes, see there? That bird entered our time bubble in some awkward way, so now it has been reactivated. And then it ran out of time, and... well, you can see the result. Going to walk around here and get some rocks.
You never know. With the universal tool, even a rock can be useful at times. I can't take.
Arrgh, Renee, you're stuck. Move your ass. Haven't had that happen before, but... there would be sound, but it messes up with the game, with this thing in picking up my... or music, I mean. It messes up with my trying to talk. Yes, here we have a flagpole without a flag. I'm reasonably sure that's some kind of puzzle for later on, so we're just going to keep in mind where... what is that anyway? Next time I'm up on the ship, I may increase the sound very slightly for some ambiance. You'll have to bear with me on the figuring out how to do this best. In any case, this statue is in the way. I discovered by accident you can talk to it, but apparently not from this angle. just go see what the old rust bucket has to say.
Welcome to the Garden of Honor.
I think the noise is the time activating the statue. I could be wrong.
You awaken. How fortunate. Are you able to move?
In the days of the great conflict, the heroes of the fort held fast. Under Dieter's command, they stood unyielding, obedient to orders, loyal to the homeland. They defended the holy soil of herbs with their lives.
I haven't tried bluffing him.
The heroes of the fort call to you. Go to them as quickly as you can.
Do not mock the heroes of the fort. They would not succumb in panic. Dieter the wise, Dieter the just, will grow angry.
Dieter sent me to tell you that your immediate presence is required at the fort.
Now you mock me. Dieter would not send one such as you with orders for a soldier. Be gone. I shall speak to you no longer.
Interesting. Did we miss it?
Welcome to the Garden of Honor.
Huh.
You awaken. How fortunate.
In the day
Let's try reasoning with him then.
Most enlightening. I am not here for the tour. Could you please move from that spot? I need to set up some equipment there.
Who are you to ask this of me? I shall not leave my post for one such as you. Here I honor the heroes of the fort. To aid them in their struggle would bring glory without bounds.
I see. So you can move if you wish. It's just a question of the right approach. Wait here, and I'll see what can be done.
Yep, we need to get him to move somehow, so we can set up equipment where he's standing. I'm not entirely sure how to do so just yet, and I can't figure out anywhere else on this world to go. Yeah, we can keep the bird moving. That arrow down here just takes you back to the ship. Yeah, bird's gone off. Well, I'm going to stop the video here because there is no real telling if the sound even came out well once again, and I'd hate to have to redo this all again. So we're going to head back up to the ship for now. And I will see you all next time on Let's Play Chronomaster.